Welcome back everyone, my latest vinyl collection update. So showing all the new stuff that I've picked up recently since my last video. I'm starting off with a 7-inch single by Cabaret Voltaire. This is called Hypnotized. This is from 1989. It's a limited edition single that comes with a set of postcards. Now, I can't actually show them to you because it's sealed. It is sealed with a sticker, and I've been reluctant to open it, to be quite honest, because I'd like to leave it intact. So the cabbies, yeah, this is some of their kind of later period, more kind of dance period kind of stuff. You know, they were kind of I suppose it's, if you've ever heard this single, it's probably one of their more commercial kind of poppy releases. And this here now is something I picked up just yesterday. It is Neil Young, A Crazy Horse. Everybody knows This Is Nowhere. One of his earlier albums. And this is on Reprise Records, and it's a French pressing from 1969. It's in really, really nice condition, apart from a couple of little tears here on the front sleeve. Lovely gatefold sleeve, if you can see it there. Fantastic album as well. Secondly, we have some more Amon Duul II, and yes, I've picked this up from Ryanair again. Now this is Hijack. Now it's probably not one of their most well regarded albums. It's from 1974. It kind of sees them going into a kind of more commercial, kind of poppy territory. It does have some nice songs on it, alright. You know, it's not, you know, it's not a bad album, like, but it is definitely quite different from, you know, the more experimental earlier stuff that they did. And here's some more Amon Duul II. This is Live in London. Fantastic album this. This is, you know, regarded as one of their best. A live performance, which is in, I think it was recorded in actually Croydon rather than London. Well, I suppose, you know, Croydon is a kind of a satellite suburb of London. But yeah, excellent album as well. Amon Duul II, Live in London. Now this is by New Order. It's Everything's Gone Green and Mesh, Cries and Whispers, and this is a reissue from 1984. This, you know, this single would have originally come out in 1981. It's a Belgium release. Label FBN. There's some connection with Factory Records there, I think. but this was a Belgian pressing, a reissue from 84. Now this is something unusual, a bit different to what I normally have in my collection. Now this is by the, not sure how you pronounce it really, Mahavishnu Orchestra, and the album is called Apocalypse, and it featured John McLaughlin, who was famous for collaborating with Miles Davis. And excuse me if I could just get in focus. And so it's a kind of jazz fusion. It also features Jean-Luc Ponty, and also the London Symphony Orchestra. This came out in the mid-70s, 74 I think it was, on Dale, and there's quite a cast of jazz musicians on that. And speaking of Jean-Luc Ponty, this is a solo album by him. Imaginary Voyage. Jean-Luc Ponty, who is famous for playing with Frank Zappa. Really like this album. It's from 76, and I think this is a German pressing. Another interesting one, 801 Live, and this was a band that was formed by Brian Eno and Phil Manzanera of Roxy Music, plus Bill McCormack, as you can see, Francis Monkman, Simon Phillips and Lloyd Watson. And this is a live album from 76, and there's some interesting songs in here, a couple of renditions of Eno songs. Baby's on Fire and Third Uncle is in there, plus some cover versions of the Kinks, You Really Got Me, and Tomorrow Never Knows by the Beatles. So interesting stuff, kind of progressive, a bit proggy I suppose, but I like it. Now, another man who pops up a lot in my collections, Klaus Schulze, Picture Music, and this is on the Brain label, which is another one of the famous krautrock labels. You know, brought out a lot of interesting stuff in the 70s. I think this is possibly his fourth album. I'm not 100% sure on that. I think it might have come after Black Dance, or maybe just before it. I'm not totally sure on that. Picture Music is the name of that, and this is the original German pressing. Now this is something very interesting. It is, as you can see, David Bowie Space Oddity. It's the reissue from 1973, where they have his, the cover is, him during his Ziggy Stardust period. I got this at the Mother Jones flea market, not from Ryan or the German guy, but from another chap. I didn't really take too much notice of. I don't know if you can see it there. Really, maybe you can't. See now. Maybe you can just about make it out there now. See, there's this very faint writing in red biro, I think it is, and as you can see, it is Bowie's signature, or at least what would appear to be a signature. I don't know whether it's genuine or not. I asked the guy who sold it to me. He kind of seemed to think that it was printed, but I definitely don't think it is. It is definitely written in red ink, and he said he bought it in London in the late 90s in a kind of a second-hand shop. But I really love, like, if it was, know for sure if it's the real thing or not. But there you go. It's kind of hard to make it out actually, because the actual album sleeve itself is kind of red as well, so it's hard to make out. Okay, might just be able to see it there now. So, another interesting find. This is Hawkwind's debut album, and I didn't know what pressing this was initially. It's on Liberty Records, 1970, and a bit of online research finally came up with the answer that it was a South African pressing. I don't know how rare or collectible it is, but it's the debut by Hawkwind, and that's a pretty cool record. And now we have another krautrock classic, Tangerine Dream, and that's a gatefold sleeve. That's on Ore. I was telling you in my last couple of videos about the legendary Ore label. Fantastic artwork. Really kind of cosmic, and this really slightly creepy kind of cover of I think a doll or a baby on the cover. So that's I forgot to mention Atom. It's from I think it was the last of their albums on the Ore label, the last of the Pink period. Came out in 73, and I'll finish up with a brand new release. This is by a band who I've told you about before, KXP. They're from Finland, and this is their new album, which only came out in the last month or so. This is a special edition which comes with a carrier bag, and this is the album itself. Oops. And a black glossy sleeve, and also came in a free download. And this is a fantastic album. I really recommend this and recommend this band for those of you who may not be familiar with them. This also came in a CD, by the way. There we go. And also a collector's patch. Might all be worth something in years to come, who knows? So, there you have it.